Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let's go and see how we can run the large language model locally in your computer. There are many ways you can do it. I have already created some videos related to it, and you can see the only LLM app you will ever need local ChatGPT alternative. So it's running large language models locally with a good looking. Another option is also this Olama. I have created the video of Olama also. Olama spelling mistake. So you can see here there is also the UI from Olama. I have created the video about that also, which was recently introduced. There is a whole playlist of how to install Olama and how to run the large language model locally. And I hope you know about llama.cpp. If not also, I will just briefly go through what is llama CPP all about. And now they introduced also the UI, right? I will show you in this video first what is Lama CPP briefly. Second, I will show you how you can easily install this. I will be showing you in Mac, but there are same options for other devices. And I will show you different prompts. Then I will show you the whole guide, what we can do out of it, right? Okay, now let's go into the first part. What is it all about? It says here Llama inference in C and C++, right? If you scroll a little bit down, you can see here is the recent API changes and there is hot topics guide. This is what I will be touching upon. Last, the description. The main goal of Llama CPP is to enable LLM inference with minimal setup and state-of-the-art performance on a wide range of hardware locally and in the cloud, right? So it is plain C, C++ implementation without any dependencies. Apple Silicon is a first-class citizen optimized via ARM, something you can read this. So there are different supports here. There is 1.5 bit, 2 bit, 3 bit, and all sorts of quantization for faster inference and reduced memory use, right? So the custom CUDA kernels, threads, this you can just read supports AMD GPUs, VISP, and more threads GPUs via Pusha, and so on. So this is this GPU plus CPU hybrid inference also. The main idea here is you can, because the large language models, as the name suggests, it's quite big. In order to run those, you will need big hardware machines. But with the help of Llama CPP, you can have different quantized version of it and you can run that in your computer. In this demo that I'm going to show you, mainly the models will be from Hugging Face. You can see here it is HF means Hugging Face, and we will be downloading the GGML models from there. You can see here, this is how we can download it. I will show you later. But you get the idea now that Llama CPP is used to run the LLMs in your local computer. One thing to remember, the output depends upon the hardware or the machine that you have. I'm running this in Apple M3 Pro, which has the memory of 36 GB. So it might feel quite fast, but it depends what machine you have, right? Now let's go to the second part, how to install it. I'll provide the link in the description of the video, but it says here install previewed version of Llama CPP. You can see here there is Wingate, Homebrew, Nix, Mac ports, and so on. You can use for Windows, Mac, and Linux, whichever you want. As I am on the Mac, I'm going to use Homebrew. I have already installed this. I will just copy this and go to my terminal. If I just paste it, it's already installed. So hopefully it will show me that, okay, it's already installed and it is up to date, right? So the first thing, it's already installed. Now the third part. Third part means the guide. So if I refresh the page, this is the guide using the new wave UI of Llama CPP. This guide highlights the key features and so on. You can see it is 100% private, free, open source, and community driven, right? And now if I go down, installation part, it's already done. And the link which I showed you is from here. You can go to download or build whatever you want. Starting the server, Llama server tool, right? You can see here, this is the command you can run, which is exposing to port 8033 in localhost. And if I just copy this, this is already installed in my machine. So if I just run this now, and if I run enter, so this is already installed. As you can see, it's quite fast. It is saying this can take a while, but it shouldn't take a while because it's already being installed in my machine previously. It will show me some link here of the localhost. I can go directly in the localhost. What you can see here now, this is the localhost 8033, right? I can just click this one, and now you can see this is the simple looking UI where you can interact with the LLM which we just downloaded. And this is OSS 20p, and you can see here this is the context window also being provided here. So once we ask the questions, it will be showing okay how many context window is being used or tokens are being used and so on. So this is, as you can see, press enter and shift plus enter for new line to send. Simple thing here, it is the attachments, text files, PDFs and so on. And now this is not the vision model, meaning it's the language model which supports the text. That's the reason these are highlighted here. If I go on the left side here, there is this new chat, search conversations, and this is the chat conversation history. I have just used it before. I can delete it, it's gone. So everything is running locally. And on the right side, there is the settings here on the top. I can open this. If you are using some API keys, you can go into this. But then there is the samplings, there is this penalty. So you can go here and change all these parameters. And there is the reasoning. If you want to show thought in the progress, you can just click this and it will be showing in the UI. There is import and export functionality where you can export and import the conversations if you want. And then this is the developer, meaning enable the model selector. This show raw LLM output, something like this. You can reset to default from here. Everything is reset to default. I can save the settings. This is how the simple UI looks like. Now I can just go here and say hello. Yeah, normal conversations. You can see now this is the reasoning, and you can go here. Okay, user says hello, likely greet back. So this is hello. How can I help you today? This is simple from here. The statistics also here. How many tokens per second? How many tokens is being used? And the time, like 1.19 second. And here are the options like copy. You can edit, regenerate, or delete. I will show you now the guide what you can do out of it. So this is opening now in the same window. So this is the guide. This is what I just ran, and this is the UI, and you can ask the question. And now for a simple UI based setup, you can just go through this application also if you want to try. So yeah, now these are the things. You can have multiple text files from the disk. For example, you can upload the things from here. And the PDF document processing also, you can upload the PDFs and you can ask the question from that particular PDF. For example, if I just go here, I can go to the chat. I will say here, I will have PDF files. Attention, all you need paper. I can see who is the author of this paper, for example. So it will go through that PDF. As I mentioned, it's processing. Once it is done, we should get the answer out of it. It's processing, and it will take some time because it needs to go through the PDF and get the answer. Please take this into consideration that the speed, it depends upon the machine you have. And now you can see there is the context shown here. Okay, it went through this and the answer is the paper, attention, this, following author. So it lists all the authors from here, right? So this is a simple RAG, right? The next thing you can do is process the PDFs as images when the AI model supports it. So meaning that you need to be using the LLMs which can process the images. The image output or the input is here. But for this, you need the LLM that supports images. As you can see, you can just have images, screenshots, and all the questions because the step-by-step guide is shown here. You can just follow along with this and translate to different languages. I think that will be another really simple use case. You can just say, for example, translate to Nepali. I can say, how are you? So it will then translate this to Nepali. Let's see how fast and how good it will be. So it is, how are you? So it says Nepali is timilai kasto छ. Yes. So this is how it is shown and all the statistics as it is mentioned here also. So after this, there is the parallel conversation also going to happen, meaning that you can ask one question, you can create a new chat, you can ask another question, and you can ask another question. Just let's give a try, right? So here is the question. I will just say here, hello, provide me info about Nepal, right? I will just copy this now. I will just paste it here. I will go to new chat. So here in the new chat, I will just paste this one also here. So you can see that two parallel conversation is happening here. It is reasoning about the question overview of Nepal and category. You can see that it works parallel execution also. And what next? We can have parallel image processing, same as text, right? And then also here is the thing, like override the default sampling parameters. So you can just go into the UI in the settings. From there, you can change the settings. One interesting thing is that you can input from the URL. For example, here you can see this is this Q equals to tell me a joke. For example, I can go to the UI here, right? In the UI, it's still running here. So maybe I can go to the new chat. I will go to the UI. I can just go here and say question equals to what I'll enter, and you can see that is being passed as a prompt in the UI, and it opens the new chat. So it says what is AI. Simple things, but let's say you are working in the browser and it's easier to just go there and try. There is also this HTML.js preview, so you can directly view it from the chat itself. Let's try this, right? Let me go here and I'll just go into the new chat and I will say here, create me a simple web page showing different HTML components. For example, I just want to just test this feature, right? So what it will do, hopefully, it will create a simple web interface. Okay, below is a simple self-contained HTML. So this is the test. Good looking code is being written there. So once this is written, our task is to just go here and click this preview, right? Demo, headings, all sorts of things it is providing here. So this is also good because sometimes this is really good in a way that completely non-technical people also just can come here, spawn up the web UI. It's quite easy to do and have the conversations here. Maybe you want to create some UI, just test some applications and so on. You have some idea, but you don't know the code and so on, right? And everything is handled here. Now I can just go on the top here in the UI. Let me go top here and I will just click this preview. So you can see that is being rendered here. It shows the heading 1, 2, 3, common days. There is the links and so on, right? All the things are being shown, meaning that you can just now iterate on top of it and test something that you want to do. This is also really good way to educate yourself. Other things is constraint generation. So it is also here. So specifically custom JSON schema. You can provide the schema and you can provide maybe some invoice or something. It will just extract the informations as you want. And now this import export, as I just mentioned you already, you can import and export. And by the way, this is the video clips, right? So you can just play this and you follow along with it. And this efficient SSM context management. And this is mobile compatibility, meaning that it works in the mobile, of course, right? You can try it. And this is the sample commands, meaning that I just run this first one, which is GPT OSS 20B. But you can see there is 120B. Of course, if you have the good machine, you can try this. And also there is vision enabled. So if you want to try with images, you can use this model from here. Also the hybrid granite model, you can go here. But I'm not going to go that because it's quite big model. And you see everything is here step by step. So you can just follow along. Acknowledgements, thank you, Hugging Face, and the valuable contributors, Alexander and this surveyor. So come. I think this is just the beginning, first version of it, and hopefully in the future there will be more advanced versions happening. But thank you for all the persons behind it, so that we as a developer or as a user can use this for our different use cases personally in our computer, meaning that our it's private. The main thing here is 100% private, because in organizations also, if you just upload things in the third-party providers, it goes to their servers and so on. So having these kind of things personally as well as in the work is better. I hope if you have a device which is capable of running these models, just give a try. There are many different ways, but this is one of the new way how you can try different LLMs in your local computer. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.